What's up, guys? So I was conducting my semi-annual view of Zeta Gundam when I got to one of my favorite memeable scenes.
So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Thanks, inner voice. So I took to Blender, started with the best reference image I could find, and blocked out some basic shapes. You're gonna see me use lots of modifiers because, well, A, I'm lazy, and B, I also want the final product to look good. My go-to method when designing for print is to add a subdivision surface modifier up to about 3 levels to get a nice round, smooth plane, but then I'll go back into edit mode and add creases around the hard edges that I want to maintain. When working on the details like the canisters on the sides or various greebles, I will employ the mirror modifier in addition to that subdivision surface. This allows me to place everything symmetrically on the sides as well as the front and back. I tend to try to use exact measurements wherever I can after dragging the object to roughly where I want them. When I get to the final stages on the model, I like to go into my viewport settings and enable face orientation, which shows the outside faces on the model in blue and the inside ones in red. This prevents me from making a non-manifold model that would fail to print. If you want to see an in-depth video on how I model for printing, let me know in the comments and I will show you all of my dirty tricks. Now, I had been working on a DANGAR graphic to print into a waterslide decal, so I just took that vector art and made it 3D. I linked it to a flat plane with lots of geometry using the surface deform modifier. Then I applied a shrink wrap modifier to the plane and set the target of that to the model in order to wrap my graphic around the model. After what felt like days of printing, I had all my parts ready to go. I always do the usual 91% IPA bath, but after removing the supports, I like to do an acetone bath, which cleans the parts way better. The chemistry on that is kind of sound. Ambient moisture in the air actually reduces the concentration of alcohol, but does not do that to acetone. I took the fully cured parts to my desk for some wet sanding. I always wet sand my resin parts because I don't want to be breathing in that dust. I used light auto supports in my slicer with a 90% fill, which leaves a lot of little marks, but I find it a little easier to clean up than fewer, fatter dimples. So the parts are designed to fit together, but the main body was a little loose, so I sealed it up with some CA glue. I took all the parts outside to prime in a flat gray. I don't recommend this primer though, it totally sucks. Back inside I mixed up a nice yellowy orange using Vallejo model color acrylics and hand painted the small tanks. It took about 3 to 4 coats to get them fully covered. I used a micron brush pen to ink in the DANGAR markings, which was made pretty easy since the detail is raised up like that. I used some Tamiya panel liner to fill in all the screens, nooks, and crannies. The old tricks are the best ones. I used my trusty fluorescent paints to try and get some blacklight effects on the tiny monitors on the sides. To complete that look, I took some clear UV resin and dropped a dab into the little screen cavities to make it look more like the screen of a monitor. A little dirt and grime, and we were ready to take some glamour shots. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to my patrons for sponsoring this and all my other videos. Hope you guys have a great day. I will catch you later.